Rise of Kingdoms just revealed the patch notes for update 96 Struggle for Supremacy. So today we're going to take a look at everything that's coming to the game very soon, but first, what's going on, guys? Cheers. Do you guys like my new Slytherin mug? I know it's very millennial of me. Now, as you guys know, I am a partnered creator with Rise of Kingdoms, which means they support a few videos on the channel just like this one every single month, but the most important support comes from you guys dropping a thumbs up down below and subscribing. I don't just say that every video, it really does help out a ton. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into the update here. This is coming on July 14th, so less than 1 week at the time of recording this. That's literally like 5 days at the time of recording this. Here we have a gorgeous image of what I can only assume is maybe an Ark of Osiris battle, because we've got the Egyptian theme going on here, even though these are KVK1 commanders. And we see this gentleman. I remember this dude. They used this guy in a promotional image a very long time ago, and nobody knows who this is. It's not Charles Martel. It's like, is this some like random commander that they just never released? I have no idea. Maybe it's just a random soldier. I don't know, maybe I'm making stuff up, but who the hell is this guy? Lilith, let me know. It's been years. Okay, I've seen this picture before. This is not new, and we still have no idea who this gentleman is. Okay, comment down below who you think this guy is. Am I overthinking this already? Is this just a random soldier and it doesn't matter, or is this like a scrapped version of like beta Charles Martel or something? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, the Supreme Strife tournament is about to begin. Registration rules: if your city hall is level 25 and you are in the season of conquest, you can form or join a pact at any time between the start of the event and the end of the registration period. Qualifying for the Strife: at the end of the registration period, the top 64 packs by total power in your server, region, international, or China will qualify for Supreme Strife. The Supreme Strife consists of multiple rounds of matches with 8 packs in each match. At the end of each match, the 4 packs with the most points will advance to the next round. The tournament lasts for a month, with a round of matches held every Saturday. Pack leaders can vote on the specific start time for their match. Each match lasts for 4 hours. Forming packs: after the Supreme Strife event begins, you can create or join a temporary alliance called a pact. You do not need to leave your regular alliance to join a pact, and pack member limits will increase as the event progresses. You cannot quit your pact if it is advancing to the next round. If yours gets eliminated, you can quit the pack and join an advancing one. Okay, gameplay: in each match, pacts will be ranked by their points. They can earn points by occupying supreme sites located across the battlefield. All governors will receive buffs equal to max level crystal tech and past glory bonuses. Lost Kingdom buffs will not take effect in the Supreme Strife battlefield. To claim victory, packs can build packed flags on the Supreme Strife battlefield. Packed flags have a 350% bonus to construction speed and have a fixed durability of 1000. The build speed of packed flags is not affected by the number of governors helping to build it. Ooh, okay. A certain proportion of severely wounded units in the field and stronghold battles will instead be killed. Severely wounded units will be instantly healed at no cost when they return to their owner's city. Ooh, okay, so that's really interesting, but it looks like we're taking field deads here. That is crazy. At the end of each Supreme Strife match, the majority of units killed during the match will be resurrected for free. Okay, that's good to know. In the Supreme Strife, commanders can equip skills from Aux commanders at no cost, allowing for all new strategic combinations. Okay, so man, this Supreme Strife is looking to be super exciting here. I'm excited to see the actual gameplay, because this looks like basically just small mini like weekend KVKs effectively, which I think a lot of people have been asking for this type of event, where it's just you log in for 1 day or 2 days, you play and fight and have fun, and then after that you're good. Rewards: after the end of each Supreme Strife match, all participating governors will receive generous rewards. Governors who advance to the next round will receive bonus rewards. Governors will receive additional rewards based on their pact final ranking. The reward pool includes permanent city themes, exclusive titles, marching effects, teleport effects, avatar frames, name plaques, and other in-game item rewards. Wow, so this is, I mean, they're going all out. I mean, there's cosmetics here, and I expect that there's going to be even more than just that, but permanent city themes is crazy. By killing enemy units and training units in the Supreme Strife, governors can level up their Supreme Pass battle pass and unlock new rewards. Purchase the Supreme Soldier bundle to access extra rewards and added benefits. Supreme Soldier, wow, you better not be able to buy troops with that. That'd be crazy. Supreme Pass battle pass. Wait, is this like another battle pass? Like, we already have Lucerne Scrolls, and we also have like the Crystal Tech battle pass in KVK. Like, like this one, the Crystal Quest thing. So I guess there's going to be another one just for this specific event. Okay. Pioneer Experience. Before the Supreme Strife begins, we'll be holding a Pioneer Experience version of the tournament designed to familiarize potential contenders with the rules and special mechanics. We hope this preview will make the actual Supreme Strife a more exciting experience for participants and spectators alike. Yeah, with so much on the line and it being a brand new thing, like it's probably for the best that people get their hands on it first before they go all in, especially if you're going to take field deads, right? The Supreme Strife Pioneer Experience is mostly the same rules as regular Supremes, but with a few differences in format, rewards, and Hall of Legends. More details will be provided later with an in-game mail. Okay, so that's Supreme Strife coming to a weekend near you. Everyone should be excited. This is truthfully exciting to have really big, massive weekend type wars. Obviously we already have Ark of Osiris, but this is going to be something else entirely, more akin to a smaller like KVK map type of thing with flag building and flag burning and everything like that. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see how this event takes off and if it ends up being as popular as KVK and as Ark of Osiris. Hopefully it does become like that, because I think again a lot of players that I know personally have been looking for smaller sort of war experiences that they can have on weekends or when they're free that isn't so time consuming. You know, KVK is like 45-50 days long, right? This is just a quick thing. You jump in and you jump out. There's less commitment in terms of like being in a specific kingdom, right? Because you can just do packs, right? So yeah, there's a lot here that I think players have been asking for, and so I'm excited to see how people actually like this and to see what the gameplay is actually all about. Next up, our summer event series is coming. Break the waves and ride the wind with an exciting range of new events. Esmeralda's Prayer is coming back. Okay. Esmeralda's Collection. Okay, interesting. Esmeralda's all over the place these days. Arms Training is coming back as well. Arms Master Lohar. And Tempest Clash. Whoa, dude, I forgot that I swear to God they only release this maybe once or twice a year. It's actually crazy how infrequently this event comes around, and I don't know, but either way, last time Tempest Clash came around, I'm curious to know if they've changed the rewards, because I think you were able to get like 2 legendary commander sculptures last time or something. So I'm curious to see if they actually upgrade the rewards to make it so more people actually play it maybe. But I think historically this hasn't been like the most popular event, so maybe that's why it only comes around a couple times a year. But anyway, the Fountain of Dreams event is about to begin. During this event you can spend clam keys to purchase dream coins. Dream coins can be used to draw limited time city themes and other cosmetics. Ooh, okay. Whenever you make a wish with dream coins, you'll receive either dream tickets or a new cosmetic item. Dream tickets can be used in the dream shop to purchase cosmetics and other items. Okay. The reward pool includes ocean themed city effects, profile themes, war themes, UI themes. Oh, UI themes. Ooh, okay. A plant decoration, a special avatar, chat bubbles, and chat themes. Interesting. So there's a lot of cosmetic things here. I'm really like, what is a war theme? Is this going to be like when you're rallying or something like that and it shows the different panels there? But yeah, UI themes I think is wild. I know back in the day, like literally I'm talking like Rise of Civilizations back in the day, they used to do UI updates for like Halloween. I think I'm pretty sure the UI had like cobwebs and bats around it and stuff like that. Like I don't know why they stopped doing that, but maybe it was like too much work to like constantly be releasing new UIs. But either way, like yeah, UI themes is really cool. I like that a lot, so we'll have to see if I'm able to get my hands on that or if it's going to be like really rare. While the event is ongoing, you can log in each day to claim lovely login gifts. Cute. Season of Conquest optimization. The new crystal tech system will be pioneered in the Tides of War story and will remain available in the Heroic Anthem story. All right, so they are rolling this out to more KVKs, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the new crystal tech might be here to stay, and we'll have to wait and see. You guys can let me know. In my current KVK, we do not have the new crystal tech, so let me know in the comment section below, do you prefer the new crystal tech if you've used it, or do you prefer the old crystal tech? Let me know down below. I'm really curious to know what you guys think, and if you do tell me those things in the comments below, are you a free-to-play player, a low spender, mid spender, a high spender? Let me know down below. I'm really curious to see how people feel based on, you know, their spend level as well, because I think that could be a big difference too. Dalruk's puzzle box in the Season of Conquest is going to replace epic blueprint fragment choice chests with epic blueprint fragment choice chests including engineering. Wow, I didn't even notice that they didn't update those yet. That's crazy. Okay, these changes will only apply to stories and events. Yeah, I just never do Dalruk's puzzle box. I just don't. I feel like maybe I just haven't done the math on it, but like it's never something that I feel like gives me crazy good value unless you get like mega lucky and you pop open the whole board, right? Besides that, I'm just like, yeah, I always skip that event. So I don't know, maybe there's an opportunity for them to maybe increase the like rewards that you get from their period, because like, let's be real here, epic blueprint fragment choice chests in Season of Conquest are like, after season like 4 or 5, like these are just functionally useless anyway. So yeah, I don't know, like I cannot remember the last time I cared about an epic blueprint fragment choice chest. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 years. Like, I genuinely think these are the most useless things in the game for end game players. So this is a crazy micro optimization that I don't know. To be clear, this is good for new players. It's good for new players who are just getting into Season of Conquest. Obviously that's why they're doing this, but yeah, it doesn't move the needle for most of us at the end game. Ark of Osiris matchmaking adjustments. Pre-Season of Conquest, the matchmaking algorithm will consider governor kill point trends over the last 90 days to determine recent activity levels and battle map performance. That's good. Okay, matchmaking will also consider the recent power kills and number of registrants of both sides to ensure a balanced match. Okay, was that not a thing? Matchmaking will also consider the recent power kills. I guess they're just trying to, you know, use the most recent things, right? Because these are all relatively new accounts pre-Season of Conquest. So okay, I guess they're putting more weight on the more recent stuff because maybe you just reached a bigger milestone. Like if you just unlocked tier 5 units, your performance in Ark is going to spike up potentially. So maybe that's a good thing. Okay, Season of Conquest Ark of Osiris matchmaking. The matchmaking algorithm will consider governors, commanders, equipment, and armaments. The matchmaking algorithm will what was it considering before? Huh? Wait, what? Okay, made the matchmaking algorithm more resilient to fluctuating data such as average power and total kills. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if somebody goes from 120 million power and you lose 25 million power, you're still going to be able to perform pretty similarly, I would say. I mean, maybe not. Ark does burn through troops temporarily, but I don't know, that's still good. Golden Battlefield replaced the overall ranking system with an overall rating system. Okay, split into 3 grades, S, A, and B. Kill points and kingdom history will no longer be displayed. Matchmaking, rating, and kingdom history will still be displayed for reference purposes. Interesting. I'm curious to see what this looks like here and how this actually affects matchmaking. So you can let me know if you guys are Ark of Osiris legends. You can let me know in the comment section below what you think about these changes for Season of Conquest. Combat optimization. Troops can no longer gain rage while out of combat. That is when we're okay, are they referring to something like rage loading or something like that, where like you could stand next to a Joan of Arc and Joan can like load your rage up while you're not in combat? Because I actually tested this recently and I was unable to rage load outside of combat. So did they change this already, or am I misunderstanding this? I don't actually know what they're talking about here, because I mean, as far as I know, you've only been able to gain rage while hitting something or getting hit by something. The only exception to that would be a nearby commander buffing your army, and again, as far as I can tell, recently I've already tested this and it wasn't working. So I don't know, but either way, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if this is a huge change. Is there like a big secret trick that I'm missing about this? Number 2, new combat settings. Moved filter mode, quick command, attack march, and other combat related options to a new combat settings page. Thank God, dude. These little like menus on the bottom were so confusing for so many people. It's actually insane. Added a setting to adjust the thickness of troop march lines. Let's go. Can I just turn them off? I don't even care where people are walking. I just care about who's immediately next to me, who's going to catch these hands. That's all I care about. I don't even want to see where people are walking. It don't even matter to me. Added a setting to choose which types of march lines you want. Oh, I can turn them off. Okay, let's go. All right, so I'm turning off most people's march lines. That's going to be perfect. Added the sync quick command and hold and drag setting. If enabled, your attackable target settings for quick command will also be applied to hold and drag commands. Okay, that is good to know, because I know that a lot of people, like for example, on PC there's left click for quick command and right click as just your regular troop movement, and sometimes they wouldn't be in sync, and so that's good. Okay, cool. Number 7, other changes and additions. Okay, added 2 new engineering commanders, Archimedes and Mary the First. They can be obtained from the Wheel of Fortune in season 2 and Legendary Tavern in subsequent seasons. Okay, so legendary ranged commanders coming to season 2 of KVK. That's going to be really interesting to see how they actually will perform in season 2 and compete in Season of Conquest. So really good news for the ranged players. Okay, dismantling legendary equipment with a special talent now refunds 100% of the forging cost and 50% of the awakening cost. Okay, so wait a minute, you get 100% refund of the forging cost if you have a special talent on the legendary equipment, and then you get 50% of the awakening cost back. Okay, so this is a massive improvement. This is very good. This is not what players necessarily asked for. Like, people wanted 100% refund, right? Obviously, and we already get 100% refund for all the other rarities of equipment, and so I think that's why people asked for that, and I think it's reasonable to ask for that. So what they're doing now is they're saying, okay, you don't get a 100% refund if it's not special talented, but now you will get a 100% refund of the forging cost and 50% of the awakening cost if it's special talented. So there's still a downside to swapping around your equipment, but it is much less of a downside now than it was before. And so I do think that that is good. I think this is a good change. We are moving in the right direction with legendary equipment, so I'm happy to see that. Governors who have dismantled legendary equipment with special talents before the update will be compensated for the difference in refunded materials via mail within 1 week of the update. Okay, so if you've already done this in the past, great news. You're just gonna wake up and have a bunch of extra materials in your bank, or in your in your mail. So very good update. I mean, that is fantastic. Is there still improvements to be made here? Sure, I think so, but we are moving in the right direction, and that is what matters the most. Number 3, modified the effect of the Rapid March 1 and Rapid March 2 alliance tech from increases troops march speed when marching to a target that is in alliance territory to increases the march speed of your troops while in alliance territory. That's a big change. Wow. Okay, this is actually something that I talked about in my recent video where I talked about 13 tips you didn't know in Rise of Kingdoms. One of the things that I always told people is to always make sure that you're targeting alliance territory when you're marching somewhere, because you're faster, right? And now they're changing the alliance tech to do what makes the most sense. They're doing what is logical, which is that it doesn't matter where you're targeting, it matters where you are right now. Where are your troops right now? Okay, and so now these okay, basically, if you guys don't know, this is what they're talking about here. This is your alliance technology. Okay, Rapid March says increases troops march speed when targeting a target that is in alliance territory. Okay, I know you can't really see it there, but you can believe me, that's what it says. Okay, so now what they're saying is that it's not going to be based on what you're targeting, but it's just going to be if you're walking around in alliance territory, you're going to get extra march speed. So in theory, I should be able to click here, and even though I'm clicking off of alliance territory, I should still be getting the march speed bonus until the territory ends, right? So everything in here, I should be moving faster, and then once I hit this point, I should be moving slower after that. And I think that is the most logical way that this should work. Like, that is what people would expect it to be. And so I'm really glad to see they're finally making that change 7 years after the game came out. Even still, very good stuff. Museum relics for Mulan, Julius Caesar, Ragnar Lodbrok, and Mehmed II can now be upgraded another level. Let's go. Finally, they are taking their time with these museum relics, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the museum relics for these guys need to be absolutely insane if anybody plans on ever using them ever. Okay, so basically they're giving us a tier 3 upgrade for the leadership commanders, basically, and Mulan is, I think, integration, but either way, it is what it is. I'm curious to know what Mulan's is going to be. She's already still pretty much canyon meta to an extent, depending on your lineup. So I mean, are we going to see 30% health? Are we going to see 25% skill damage taken reduction? Are we going to see a bump to both? Typically when something gets a third tier, the only one of the two moves up, right? Like this is Richard, there's no change in march speed, it's all counterattack damage change. Same thing if we look at like Charles Martel, for example, we see no change in health but a change in tack. And so typically what they do is they only increase one of the stats from 2 to 3. And so I think that it is a reasonable expectation to assume that, you know, commanders like Mehmed, we're only going to see an increase of 1. So either it's going to be all like, you know, 30 to 40% health, or maybe it's 10 to 15% skill damage. Either way, I think Mehmed is going to be a prime contender for an upgrade. But even still, we're talking about leadership commanders from season 1 in 2025, right? So like these boosts, or bonuses I should say, need to be super good if it even is going to move the needle at all. And if I'm a betting man, I'm going to tell you guys, I feel like they're probably not. Okay, I would love it to be wrong here, but I even with a tier 3 upgrade, I don't think that they're going to really move the needle. Although I am going to pay close attention to Julius Caesar because he does have the all damage bonus, and I'm curious to know how Caesar's going to pair with Emperor Qin, because Emperor Qin's skill cycle is so fast that you're going to basically always have the uptime on his active skill. And if we get something crazy like 40% all damage here, like I don't know, man, that could be really interesting. So I'm hoping that they do something interesting with these tier 3 upgrades here, but I'm not really going to hold my breath. But Ragnar has 35% defense. I mean, Ragnar's one to keep an eye out as well, because normal damage taken reduction is reducing the normal damage you take, obviously, but also smite damage and combo damage, right? I mean, they scale off of normal damage. And so really interesting to see what Ragnar might bring to the table. I mean, imagine he gives you like 30% normal damage taken reduction. That would be like broken possibly. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really curious to see what these commanders get, even though I'm very confident that they probably aren't going to move the needle regardless. It's still going to be exciting to see. Next up, generals, queens, and prime ministers in kingdoms and lost kingdom domains can now use the imprison, exile, banish, leader, and inspire king skills. Ooh, okay, so basically if you have one of these titles, you can start to spend your gems on king skills, which is really cool. I really like that. So I mean, I know that usually people pass it around for king skills, but I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, everyone knows that most kingdoms don't have one king, right? It's just a lot to manage for one person, so it's good to be able to spread that around to most people, and especially if one person's like AFK, they're not at the computer, and like the ball is moving, the ball is pushing, the person that is paying attention can pop the king skill. So that's good. Divided officer management permissions into 6 categories: info management, member management, internal management, building management, rally garrison management, and admin management. Okay, interesting. Also added 8 new officer titles to season 3 and season of conquest. Alliance leaders and counselors can customize the permissions of each title. Wow, okay, so they're really expanding the customizability, am I stupid, of how you can manage your kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms. And I think that is a really good thing. I think, you know, alliance leaders, kingdom leaders, they really spend a tremendous amount of time managing the kingdom, and just having more flexibility with who can do what and permissions involved, I think is really, really good here. So I'm super happy to see them doing stuff like this. Hopefully this really helps the kingdom leaders. You guys can let me know if you are a kingdom or alliance leader, if this is going to make a big change. Let me know down in the comments, or if this is like a really small thing, but I'm curious to know. In-game chat, you can now prevent governors not on your friends list from sending you a private message or mentioning you. Ooh, okay, that's actually pretty good, especially for content creators, like just getting bombarded with messages, especially during live streams. That is good to know. Increase the alliance block list cap to 200. Fantastic. Replace the Destiny Reforged bundle with the Recast and Reforged bundle. Ooh, for those of you that don't know, the Destiny Reforged bundle is this one right here with the conversion stones. Really curious to know what is actually going to change here, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I think the bundle that needs to change the most is Armory Alchemy. I think this one is like actually overpowered, to be honest with you guys. I mean, a $50 bundle and you get 3 transmutation crystals, 20 transmutation stones. Like, this is super busted, and I think it really, like, there's a huge gap between players who can afford this regularly and players who can't ever afford it at all. Transmutation crystals, I feel like, are supposed to be rare, special, And yeah, I think this bundle, like if I could change one bundle, I would just probably delete this one, to be honest with you guys. Like it's just super unfair for people that are able to spend 50 bucks all the time. Like I don't know, like this one is just, it's still really rubs me the wrong way, to the point where like I've intentionally not bought it because it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. It just like maybe I'm overthinking it, but you guys can let me know in the comment section below. But either way, the Destiny Reforged bundle is getting replaced and changed, and maybe they will add a $5 version. That would be cool, right? Getting a conversion stone for less money would be fantastic. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, you know, baby steps, ladies and gentlemen. And number 10, for troops that aren't retreating, the march speed of wounded and dead units will no longer be factored in when calculating the troops march speed. Well, wait a minute. For troops that aren't retreating, okay, so let's just say normal combat, the march speed of wounded and dead units will no longer be factored in when calculating the troops and march speed. When would that ever come into play? I mean, obviously if you're running like a tier 4 tier 5 mixed hybrid, that seems like a crazy micro optimization, and I'm sure this comes into play in some aspects, but I feel like this probably won't affect most regular gameplay, but even still, that's good to know. So man, this update, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this update was really lukewarm for the majority of the beginning part, and then once we hit combat optimization and beyond, this is actually kind of crazy. I mean, we're getting 2 new legendary commanders, 2 new engineering commanders to season 2. We're getting a dismantling legendary equipment refund cost increase, which is amazing, and it's retroactive, and we're getting a more reasonable march speed change here. Now honestly, I do think that this is a bummer. You know, it used to be the case that you could like target really far away alliance territory and get a really nice march speed for a really long duration. So I think some people are going to be upset about this because they can't really abuse it, but I also think that this is like logically how this should work, so that makes sense. But we're also getting more museum relics and better management permissions for kingdoms. I think overall, like, this is a huge W for a lot of this stuff near the end here. And then everything else up top, I mean, Supreme Strife is exciting as an entirely new game mode. So all in all, I think these patch notes are really exciting. I'm excited to see what the new relics are. I'm excited to see what these 2 new ranged commanders are going to be for season 2. We also are like expecting ranged and leadership cycle to be next for Season of Conquest as well. So we're going to be getting like a bunch of legendary ranged commanders over the next couple of months. I mean, we're going to get these ones this month, I guess, and then in like, I don't know, another month, maybe 6 weeks, we should be seeing the next release for Season of Conquest, which we expect to be ranged and leadership. So yeah, lots of big things coming for ranged players as well. Let me know what you guys think about this update. This seems like really good stuff here. Are you going to start dismantling legendary equipment now that we have a bit of an increase in the refund cost or dismantle cost for special talented pieces? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're down there, you know, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, drop a thumbs up on it. It really helps out the channel a ton. It helps push this video out into the YouTube algorithm so other Rise of Kingdoms players might see it. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We are so close to 90,000 subscribers, so consider subscribing down below. And while you're down there, drop a comment, let me know what you think about this update. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Omniarch. I will talk to you guys again soon. Peace.